I volunteered with LEAD at Redtail Reach, where there's an effort to restore habitat for salmon in Whatcom Creek. We shoveled and distributed mulch around the native plants. The population of salmon at Redtail Reach had dropped extremely low as a result of the deterioration of their habitat. The program is helping protect the salmon and rebuild their ecosystem so they can be self-sustaining. Although I couldn't find exact data on the website with information about Redtail Reach salmon, I imagine what a normal population should look like over time. Like all organisms, because of influencing factors, both biotic and abiotic, the population will fluctuate like this. But if something extreme happens, there could be a dramatic change in the size of the population. A natural phenomenon or something humans do can change the environment for the organism. If something occurs to dramatically reduce the population, this could result in genetic drift and possibly allele fixation and/or extinction. Genetic drift occurs with a loss of alleles. With the population dramatically reduced, the number of alleles is going to be fewer. If another event occurs, the population could be left with only dominant or only recessive alleles, resulting in allele fixation. This is extremely dangerous for a population. At this point, if the alleles aren't adaptive, the whole population could become extinct. The remedy for this would be gene flow, having one population breed with a separate population. If possible, this would be the way to reverse genetic drift and/or allele fixation. The population could become stable again. To help salmon return to their healthier growth curve and become more stable, they needed their habitat back. The reason for the salmon's population decrease at Redtail Reach was habitat deterioration. Habitat's an important factor determining whether a population will increase or decrease. Log jams were built in the creek to create resting places for the salmon. The salmon need those resting places to reproduce. The cement dam was taken out because it caused flooding, and along the banks, native plants were put in. Native plants are important in an ecosystem because they're well suited for the environment, and many different native plants creates a biodiverse landscape, which encourages diversity in general. We spread mulch around the plants at the site. Mulch benefits the plants by giving them the nutrients they need and holding extra water, which is especially important in the summer when there's less rain. So why mulch and not synthetic fertilizers? By using compost or mulch, we're lessening the need to pull from those inaccessible reservoirs, which are limited. Synthetic fertilizers put an excess amount of nutrients into the soil that can run off into bodies of water and cause eutrophication. So it's much better to use naturally occurring fertilizer to reduce the overall impact on the environment, and it wastes less. Why does this matter to us? While we live on Earth with limited resources, we want to conserve those for future generations, so we should use those resources wisely. We benefit from the ecosystems in place. We don't always know in advance what effect our actions are going to have on the environment, so we need to be very careful what we put into it.